Tom P says, eagerly awaiting you. Jesus Christ. Like some chick with her legs spread. Eagerly awaiting you. Get your ass all lubed up. Just rinsing out my good friend. Some filth in the bottom of there, some debris. Father hath returned. COVID-19. You know, your name is going to become outdated once this virus is dead. You know, the pandemic of 1919 only lasted for 2 seasons, and it's never been back. So I think we got this COVID thing beat. Yeah, I think by the time the vaccines started really getting put out there, the thing was already on the decline. Have you ever tore your bicep? No, but I injured it. I don't know. Big J's coffee mug just said, "Thank you, Father." I had to clean him out. I gave him an enema. Father, did you get your vaccine? No, I'm not going to get a vaccine unless the government makes me. Joe Biden would have to sign an executive order saying that interstate truck drivers cannot cross state lines unless they get vaccinated. That is the only way I'll get one. Jay, is it legal to drink in your rig? I'm drinking right now. It's just leave it up to your imagination what I'm drinking. I always say I'm drinking, enjoying my coffee. But I'm assuming you were referring to alcoholic beverages. I guess the only way drinking in a rig would be legal is if you're parked on private property. Kind of like, private property in your car. You can sit there and get drunk in your front seat of your car. As long as you're on private property and whoever owns the property doesn't care. Get the Pfizer vaccine. It's safe. I don't want the vaccine. I want my natural immune system to be strong. That way, 10 years from now, if another pandemic swoops through, and it starts killing off people that got the vaccine, I'll be one of the strong ones. Do you throw away them empties before you drive? I'm not going to answer that question because that would incriminate myself that I did something wrong. So I'll say it this way. If I had, at the end of the night, if I had a pile of empty Pepsi cans sitting next to me, yes, I would throw them in the garbage before I moved the vehicle. Oh. Yeah, I heard India is pretty bad. Advice on shoulder pain when lifting overhead. Don't lift overhead. Fake India crisis. I don't know if it's fake. For people that get really sick from the COVID, it's very real. But 99% of us are just gonna fucking not get really sick. Well, that number might be a little wrong, but you know what I'm saying? If you don't need to be hospitalized, it wasn't that serious. So you should let your natural antibodies fight the war, win the war, and become stronger. Father, thoughts on COVID escaping from a lab in China? Yeah, pretty much for sure. We just don't know if it was malicious or not. Could have been an accident. But there's no way that virus came from a wet market. There's too much evidence that that couldn't have happened. They were playing around with it in the laboratory, and either a lab technician infected themselves on accident and didn't know it, or maybe the sinister Chinese Communist Party did it on purpose. But I don't know. A lot of very level-headed, intelligent people really think it was probably a fucking accident. But it definitely came from a lab. That wet market bullshit was all fucking the CDC trying to cover up for China, who fucked up. Oh. Zach says, let the world burn. What's going on in North Carolina right now? Are they rioting yet? Because of that, they released that body cam footage today, I believe. Father, thoughts on rebirth of the Genova Online? You know, someone sent me a message today, a direct message, that Jane found out about it and put a stop to it. And Jason won't be filming with Cassidy anymore. You know, I never know when I get messages from trolls if it's the truth or not. Jay, what's the worst car accident you've seen on the road? I saw a fucking car. Guy must have, I didn't see that happen, but I drove by it. And I really haven't seen anything that bad actually happen. But I drove by, you know how sometimes on the expressway traffic will come to a stop? And if you're looking at your phone and you look up and all of a sudden everybody in front of you is stopped and you have to hit the brakes real hard. Well, anyway, that must have been what happened, because this car went underneath the rear bumper of a tractor trailer, and the rear bumper of the tractor trailer was sitting inside the car, right where the driver's head probably used to be. I'm pretty sure that had to have been a decapitation. The car went right under that rear bumper. I feel bad for the truck driver. Imagine getting out of your rig, going back to see if the person's okay, and fucking their head is missing. Oh. Thoughts on KGB, Father? I'm sure they exist. I've never met any of them. They don't have any reason to fuck with me because I like Putin. The only Russians I don't like are the Russian mafia. And I'll bet Putin doesn't like the mafia either, because the mafia can interfere with government control. Dictators try and squash other organizations that become powerful. Father, change your name to Stalin. Stalin sucked. Oh. 80% of jobs becoming automated. Yeah, that's. What are they going to do? Like, let us all sit at home and then we just get a government check once a month? Like welfare? That's probably why they want to get rid of the middle class. Because poor people will love it. Poor people don't want to go to work and still be poor. They'd rather sit at home. But middle class people who are actually making a decent living, they're not going to want to take a huge pay cut to sit at home. That's why they want to take away all the fucking assault rifles. I mean, where's all the money going to come from to pay everyone to sit at home and do nothing? Print it. Yeah, I guess. Who says I lost 50 pounds? I didn't lose 50 pounds. I weigh the same. I just got skinnier legs. Oh. I haven't lost any size on my chest. Obviously, the strength is gone. But my last chest workout, I did 225, 2 plates on each side for 5 sets of 10. And then I went to the decline and I did 225 for 3 more sets of 10. So I basically just a high volume chest routine, sets of 10 with 2.25. So you can maintain size with that workout. You can't maintain strength, but you can maintain size. Elon Musk wants to get rid of truckers. Well, I'm sure he does, but two people just died in a Tesla self-driving car. Just last week. I heard about it over the weekend on the so I don't think the public is ready for self-driving trucks. Would you guys feel safe with self-driving trucks out there? Oh. Tesla hit a tree. Yeah, see. Did you get the free government hot lunch in school like Mac Truck and the rest of the Porchies did? No, I did not get free hot lunch. But, you know, I'm not really opposed. You know, I might be a pretty, I'm an anti-welfare guy. But you know what? I'll, I think I think we can afford to give kids a free lunch at school. You know, a little bit of socialism isn't bad if you're feeding a hungry kid whose parents are dirtbags. I can let that little bit of socialism slide. No kid should go without lunch. I know you guys weren't expecting to hear that out of me, but I do believe that. Should I buy a V6 or a V8? I don't know what kind of car you're talking about. Yeah, nothing quite feels like an American V8. It's just a different kind of feel. Even like a big Mercedes, with a V8 doesn't feel the same. Lots of food in Africa. No, there's not. There's no fucking water in Africa. Those people should have moved 70,000 years ago when the white man did. Hit the bong, bully. I wish I could. Jay, if you couldn't be a trucker, what would you be? Probably a porn star or a model or Olympic swimmer. What was the last movie you watched? Fuck, I haven't seen a movie in a long ass time. I couldn't tell you the last movie I watched. Give us your thoughts on reservations and Native Americans, Jay. Personally, I think we should tear up all the treaties. Those people have had long enough to get their shit together and get jobs. You know, you drive through a fucking reservation and there's nothing but goddamn double wide trailers like Dale Chance. They got a fucking speedboat and they got a bass boat in the fucking driveway. You know, that's the thing about fucking Indians. You know, they claim to be these fierce warriors with their connection with nature. Well, while their bass boat sits in the driveway rotting away from not being used, they're all inside getting fat playing fucking video games. Dale wanted to be a PM, so he crashed into a porch, unfortunately. You know, I wonder if Dale's ever been back to that house to apologize to those people. I'd like to use my investigator skills and roll up on that house, knock on the door, and interview that couple that Dale jumped his Mustang into their house. That little prick, he probably has never been over there to say he's sorry. And honestly, you know, they probably had to come up with their insurance deductible to pay for all that damage. What the homeowner's insurance, isn't the deductible, you know, what, $1,000? Think Dale paid that, Mr. 100 grand a year? Dave Palumbo apologized for him. Jay, is Michael Moore your brother? Yeah, he's my twin. Favorite fast food place? I'd have to say Taco Bell. Jay, why don't you become a private investigator? Oh, I'd be real good at it because I fit in so well. Could you see me wearing like a trench coat, a hat, some glasses, maybe a fake mustache, trying not to be noticed? What was it like growing up in the mean streets of Troy, Michigan? Yeah, bunch of spoiled brats, man. The economy in the Detroit suburbs when I grew up was fucking awesome. If you couldn't make a decent living in the 1970s in the Detroit area, you were a complete loser. No way could Jay go undercover. No, absolutely not. Imagine me trying to be a narcotics officer. Wouldn't work. They would smell a cop a mile away and I'd wind up dead. Oh. your breath and BO. I brushed my teeth this morning, Brad. It's always the last thing I do when I leave a hotel room. Is brush my teeth. No one would suspect you're a cop. You're drunk all day. That's funny. Thoughts on MS-13? They're fucking scary, bro. See, you know why MS-13 is scary? Because those people, they have no fear of doing life in prison. For them, life in prison is like vacation. So they will slit your fucking throat, leave you to die without even fucking thinking about it. Because if they get caught and they take the fall and they go to jail and they're a hero. They got it made in prison. If they killed somebody for the fucking gang. I don't know how we could ever defeat them. I have no idea. No, the reason I just said that is in case anyone from MS-13 is watching. I don't want them to come after me. Lenny wants Cassidy's girlfriend. Lenny loves other people's pussy. Lenny is always down with OPP. I don't care who it is. Remember, he liked fucking Cornelius's wife. Lenny gets a boner for the Taco Queen. Lenny is not turned on by women unless they're involved with someone he's friends with. Lenny gets aroused being around OPP. What's OPP? It's a song. I'm down with OPP. You know me. Some people think it means other people's property. Some people say it means other people's problems. But it's basically somebody else's woman. OPP. So if you're down with OPP, that means you want to fuck your buddy's girl. Naughty by Nature. It's a pretty good fucking song, actually. Lenny's just a charmer. He knows how to flatter the gals. Yeah. Like when he told Cornelius's wife, "You're so beautiful, you could be a tranny." He's a real charmer, isn't he? Cassidy likes to drink Asian squirt juice. Ugh. I don't know. I don't want to give Cassidy too much airtime on my live stream. Because if Jane really did put the kibosh on Jason filming with Cassidy, we won't be seeing too much of him, so I don't really want to get too involved. Cassidy didn't betray me. I'm still trying to figure out the fucking teenage girl drama between him and Cassidy, or him and Johnny Bravo, and Johnny Bravo has that fucking Eric cuck on his side, and then Cassidy has that Alex cuck. It's really fucking weird. 4 men. Don't get it. Eric got screwed. Bravo is a greasy, Dago, Guinea, Goomba, greaseball. No, he's not. He's a fucking... John Brody is a fucking Arab. He's not a fucking Goomba. Big Rob Fitness exposed John Brody for who he is. Did you guys see that Savage Psycho Joe is back on Instagram? Amazing. Savage Psycho Joe, it probably for me, one of the my favorite people in the Genovaverse to watch when he's in a manic rant and he's spazzing out. It's almost as good as Getting Loud in the City by Big Rob. If Loud in the City is a 10, which it is, Loud in the City, that epic rant by Big Rob, that is what all men should be judged by. That to me, I can't think of a better one. I mean, that's just awesome. And Savage Psycho Joe, he provides 9s. Waterhead rant was up there. What's a waterhead? I need to watch the Loud in the City. I don't know where it is. Maybe Chuck E. Cheese Ranch has it. Oh. You getting stuck on the decline is the greatest ment ever. That happens all the time, actually. Just about every time I decline. It just doesn't get filmed. Because Brad kicked me out of the Misfits. I wish Brad wouldn't have kicked me out of the Misfits. Dave Clark just said, love him or hate him, Jay's a great ambassador for free speech. Says it how it is. He's the most consistent of all the Misfits. Yeah, I try and be consistent. Thank you for the compliment. I do try and be consistent. You know? This isn't funny. I can't get out of here. Ah, Jesus Christ, I'm falling. Yeah, that's the decline. That was great. You can't even get Lenny to get in the decline. Lenny's mobility is so fucking bad. Watching Lenny try and get in a goddamn hammer strength shoulder press machine is funny as fuck. I admit it, my mobility is pretty terrible too, but I don't really become humorous until I'm in a decline bench. Whereas Lenny is funny as fuck getting in a goddamn military press where he's fully upright and should have all of his coordination. Father, thoughts on Jason's ex, Cynthia? I hate her because she never sucked my cock. Father, please answer. How often take a week of rest or deload week? I don't believe you should ever take a week of rest. But I definitely believe in a deload. I think it depends on the program. Um, I've been on some pretty hard programs before, where after the 8th week of training, if you don't do a deload, you're going to start losing strength. So I think it depends on the program. But I would say every 2 months would probably be pretty safe. You go balls to the wall for 8 weeks in a row. You need to come in there and don't take any time off. Just go to the gym and lift light and goof around and let everything heal up. Do more reps, get a pump, walk around like Jason. Don't worry, you'll get stronger that week. The deload is really more for your central nervous system than your muscles and tendons and ligaments. Your central nervous system gets fried. And if you keep training, eventually you're going to be struggling with weights that used to feel light for you. I would say once every 8 weeks would probably be a good idea. But that might be too much. I mean, if you do 4 a year, that's once every 3 months. I think that might be a safer guideline. Do 4 deload weeks a year. And when I say deload, you fool around with you go in the gym and just fool around with about 50% of what you normally do. Like let's say you're a 4-plate squatter. Normally you go in there and we can do squat or deadlift. Let's say normally your workouts are getting a few reps or even a lot of reps with 4 plates. So on your deload week, you come in there and goof around and do the same workout with 2 plates. So that you're really not working out, you're just kind of goofing around, but you're still performing the exercise. So it's like active recovery. Because trust me, I don't care how strong you are. If you go in there and goof around with 225, you're not going to lose any strength. I don't care if you squat 700 pounds. If you take a week where all you do is squat 225, you're not going to lose any strength. Oh. Thoughts on injecting crack versus smoking? I don't think you can put crack in your arm. Crack's got too much bullshit. That could probably I don't know the science, but I wouldn't want to go cooking up crack and shooting it into my vein. You'd rather, if you want to shoot cocaine into your vein, you want a freebase. You want to take powdered cocaine and boil it in a spoon. You don't know science. Well, Dave told me. You can shoot crack, you can. That's scary. What if the PM that cooked up your fucking crack mixed in a little fucking, powdered laundry detergent? What if you got some Clorox or some Tide in your crack? Smoking, it's one thing. Put it in your goddamn arm, totally different program. Father, best oral in your opinion? Dude, tell me how you're going to beat D-ball. Tell me what's better than D-ball. I mean, some people are going to say Anadrol, but you can't control the side effects of Anadrol because AI doesn't work with Anadrol. You can't say Winstrol because Winstrol fucking makes your joints hurt so fucking bad. By the time you start getting any gains, you got to get off it. Anavart is a pretty good oral. It's just so weak. I mean, what else? Halotestin, it really isn't anabolic. What else is there? There used to be Primobolan orals back in my day. I got some Primo 50 tablets back in the day that were fucking nice. But you really can't beat good old-fashioned Dianabol. Like, if you really go back to basics, the best cycle is probably test, Deca, and D-ball. Obviously, unless you're getting ready for a contest, and that's a totally different ball game. But if you just want to do a cycle, how can you beat test, Deca, and D-ball? And if you don't want the side effects of the Deca, test equipoise D-ball. But see, Deca is kind of like Anadrol. AI doesn't work with Deca. That's why you should never mix Deca and Anadrol. Bad combination, because neither one of them respond to AI. So whenever you're planning a fucking cycle, if you're going to mix multiple compounds, you only want to pick one compound that doesn't respond to AI, like Deca or Tren or Anadrol. There's a couple more, but Deca, Tren, and Anadrol are the big three that don't respond to AI. So those should never be stacked together. And I know. I've never stacked Tren and Anadrol. I've done Tren and D-ball, and I've done Anadrol. I have done Anadrol and Deca, breaking my own rule. And I've done Anadrol and EQ. But the only fucking crazy sick combo I've never done is I've never done Tren and Anadrol, which is supposed to be the sickest combo there ever was, according to Kevin Levrone. Kevin Levrone swore by Tren and Anadrol. But Kevin Levrone is a freak. I can't even barely handle Tren at my age. I'll just stick to doing Primo, EQ, every once in a while a little Deca. Girl cycles. Girl cycles work for me. Levrone's no Dorian Yates. That's true. But Kevin Levrone, or Levrone, I don't know how to pronounce it properly, because he's a PM, and that's an Italian name. That guy was runner-up at a bunch of Olympias, and he just had the misfortune of coming in at the tail end of Dorian's career, at the beginning of fucking Ronnie's career, you know? Like, Dale Chance is known for fucking third place at local shows, which is laughable. Kevin Levrone is known for second place at the Olympia because he came up through the ranks when Dorian was in his prime, and then he wound up, retiring when I think Ronnie was in his prime. So hats off to Kevin Levrone, man. That dude had I like Kevin Levrone because he was strong. Bodybuilders that can't push no goddamn weight are bullshit. Yeah, Kevin was a beast. And Kevin didn't use piss poor form like fucking Branch Warren. Branch Warren, everyone thinks Branch Warren is so fucking strong. Dude, if you watch Branch Warren videos, he does Lenny reps. He looks like Dale Chance. This little midget guy doing fucking half reps. I don't care how much weight you got on the bar. If you're just bouncing half reps going like this, never stopping, come on, man. Lenny calls that constant tension. I call it bullshit. Branch Warren has to be the worst lifter I think I've ever seen. Father, does Ronnie Coleman have the best back ever? I don't know. Dorian had a fucking crazy back. Because Dorian did his rows wrong. But that backs up my point. Dorian had the best back ever. But he still did his rows wrong. So if you're going to copy the way he did his rows, thinking you're going to have a back like his, I got to remind you, you're no Dorian Yates. Just because it worked for him doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You need to do it like the great ones that came before Dorian. Like Arnold, Franco. It worked for Lenny. Lee Priest had the best arms, Father. Dude, short people don't really count because somebody short, like Dale Chance, you could feed Dale Chance some D-ball and make him go mow a lawn with a push mower, and Dale's gonna look like he just pumped iron. Dale could get bigger fucking cutting the lawn. That's the midget genetics. Yeah. Marcus Rule, he was a big fuck. MD wants to know about the Wolverine Watchman. I don't know. They never contacted me.
14-hour workday limit, 11-hour driving limit.
Yeah, midgets and dwarfs don't count. Paul Dillett had huge arms. Yeah, I remember Serge Newbray. Now, what you guys are hearing from my tablet, because I run my electronic logbook on my tablet, it was just warning me that I needed to go off duty. Even though I'm sitting here not driving, it warns you when you're approaching your end of your day. It has nothing to do with your pay. It's just legal beagle bullshit. You basically can only be on the clock 14 hours a day, and you can only drive 11 of those hours. So, trust me, I'm not in violation. Take a 454 Cassell and restamp it into a 410 slug. Well, MD, you've been listening. Or is that advice, or is that a question? Is that legal for a gunsmith to restamp a gun? If I bought a double rifle in 454 Cassell, could I take it to a gunsmith and say, hey, grind this down, maybe build the material back up with a little welding, then grind it flat again, and then restamp it 410 slug? Is that legal? Why not? Sand off the serial numbers. That's not legal. Oh, Grace Wolf in the house. What's up, Gracie? Who changed your diaper today? Grace calls me uncle. Grace, call me Uncle Pooh Bear. Remember that time when I brought you the Pooh Bear and Piglet dolls, and I asked you to show me on the doll where you wanted me to touch you? Grace says that was wild. Well, when I brought Grace the stuffed animals, from the Winnie the Pooh gang, I handed her a little piglet. I said, Grace, show me where you want me to touch you. And she got incredibly violent and jabbed her finger into where an asshole would have been on that poor little stuffed pig. I felt very uncomfortable. What are waterheads? Oh, waterheads are retards. Okay, I get it now. Waterheads are basically window lickers. Do you remember Michael Francois? No, I really don't. I don't know who that is. Guaranteed next live there will be like 10 Gracies in here. See, whoever this troll is, who's playing the role of Grace Murray, has really like taken the Genovaverse to the next level, because I can have a conversation with a troll named Grace Wolf, and I'm talking to a troll. I'm not talking about Brad's daughter, and that's got to make Brad so motherfucking pissed off. I don't even know if Brad knows about it. Does anybody even know if Brad knows there's a troll running around with his daughter's name? Thoughts on a clear butt plug? That's gross. You don't want to see inside that asshole. Ugh. No. Don't get a clear butt plug. Oh my God, Zach, the guy with the swastika next to his name, said Valerie uses a strap-on Grace. See, I can read comments. There's nothing Brad can say or do about it. Grace just said, yes, she does. Jesus Christ. Right. Comments to a troll account are not admissible in court. It'd be like if we had a troll on here named Barack Obama or George W. Bush. I mean, you can't hold what someone would say to a troll named George W. Bush or Barack Obama as a credible threat to a president of the United States. So we can say all these things we want to because we know this person isn't the real Grace Murray. It's still funny as fuck. I'm sure Brad doesn't like it, but fuck him. We could have put an end to the month. We could have put an end to this months ago if he wasn't such a bitch. What about Slick Willie Clinton? Right, but you know what I'm saying. So sad you miss Brad. I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. When I first started watching Misfit videos, Brad had short hair, and he was hiding Jason Genova's clothes while Jason was in the locker room posing. And I thought Brad was a fucking little asshole for making fun of a retard. And I really didn't like Brad. And the old days at World Gym when Brad was all about Bernie Sanders and used to trash me and Lenny, talking about our guns and our God. And so, whatever. Maybe the new Brad has won a lot of you guys over, and that's why you're sucking his dick. I remember the old Brad that was a Bernie bro, and hiding Jason Genova's clothes like a fucking complete fucking asshole. I mean, who does that? I personally wouldn't touch Jason Genova's clothes. Might catch something. So, you guys think I'm all butthurt that Brad won't allow me to go to his house. If you go back to when I first started filming with the Delray Misfits, I wasn't hanging out with Brad anyway. I didn't like Brad. Brad changed. And I started to like Brad. And then I really can't pinpoint what happened. I'm not saying Brad changed back to the old Brad, but that's the excuse I'm going to use. Father, who is the most athletic NFL player of all time? Charles Woodson. Raiders, Super Bowl, Michigan Wolverines, played defensive back and wide receiver, ran back kicks, ran back punts, won the Heisman Trophy. You want to argue? I'm saying Sir Charles right now. Charles Woodson, most athletic NFL player. Now, you didn't say retired. Mark, really on Synthol? No. Where is Mike Pancake? Nobody has heard from him. I haven't either. Painkiller got deleted. I can't take Bradley's constant moaning and groaning about everyone and everything. I don't know. Thoughts on Buffalo Bills? I liked them when they had O.J. Simpson. I remember when I was a kid, Buffalo Bills had a quarterback. I think his name was Jay Ferguson. If you're a real Bills fan, tell me if I'm right. I just remember being a kid in the 70s, having a football card. Who was the Buffalo Bills quarterback? I thought it was Jay Ferguson. Did you hear about the rear suspension on the new Dodge Ram? Yeah, it's awesome. Mark looked like a string bean, and his arms were potatoes. You know, when it comes to Synthol Mark, who's a great guy, love the guy. You know, he's a chronic masturbator. Um, but whatever. Um, no, a good human being, a good person. Um, but jacked off way too much. I never saw the guy train heavy back, ever. All he did was chest, delts, and arms. So he was basically all show no go. Would you superset skull crushers with tricep kickbacks? No. Um, dude, I'm a little bit old school when it comes to supersetting tricep. Um, dude, come on, man. If you're using an easy curl bar and you're doing some old school skull crushers with an easy curl bar, and you take those tries to failure, come on, man. If you want to do a superset, you just do a couple of reps with some close grip bench. That's what we did in the old days. I don't do that now, but hey, when I was a kid, that was a staple. Skull crushers supersetted with fucking close grip bench with an easy curl bar. I mean, come on, man. You want to get big? You exhaust the tricep with the skull crusher, and then you superset with the close grip bench, and you use your chest to take the tricep further into failure. I think for beginners who want to bench press a lot, that might be one of the best supersets known to man, if not the best superset known to man. One of my other favorite supersets is dumbbell lateral raises, and then doing shrugs. You want to put some blood in your upper back? Do some dumbbell lateral raises, and then superset with barbell shrugs. Those two supersets right there help you become a monster. Hi, Zach. I'm your father. Thoughts on Koth Andrew? I haven't thought about Koth Andrew in a long time. I have no idea. He's probably still at Palm Beach Gym, but I always liked that guy. What a good guy. Goddess Jennifer. I like Jennifer's, the porn she did. Grace Murray, how many reps of 185 before 2 wheels? Dude, are you one of those people that call 45-pound plates wheels? Stop doing that. Jennifer overrated. Dude, she's an older woman. She's got to be minimum 40, if not a few more. She's pretty fucking foxy for being over 40. And for being over 40, her body is fucking really good. Liz was the hottest. I don't even know who Liz was. Thoughts on benching 3 wheels on a side? Fuck you guys with this wheels thing. That's so gay. Who the fuck was Liz? Liz and Tamika were into Prince Andrew. I remember Tamika. I really didn't. That nerdy girl. I don't know. I can't. Tamika pegged Lenny. What woman doesn't want me? I don't remember Liz. That looks like a Walmart shirt. No, it's a real Nike shirt. This shirt is old as fuck. Michigan was one of the first Nike schools. In fact, you go back to the 1990s. I think Michigan and Florida State Seminoles were the first 2 Nike schools. So don't fuck around with me, motherfucker. I got some authentic gear. And then Michigan left Nike for a little bit and went and became an Adidas school, which was really gay. And when they left Adidas and came back to the Nike family, they didn't just come back as Nike. That's when they came back with the Premier line with the Michael Jordan logo, Jumpman 23. What's a better weapon, a knife or a skateboard? I'm not going to answer that. If some of you clowns just keep saying skateboard. Yeah, Oregon Ducks. Yeah, that's Oregon Ducks is a huge Nike deal. Valerie punches Grace. Fuck you guys. Father. Tech 9 or Uzi. You know, I really don't know anything about the Uzi. Isn't the Uzi Israeli made? Tech 9, that's a Florida weapon, I believe. Yeah, I would go Tech 9. And Walther is better than Uzi. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my money on a Walther. Dude, here's Big J's philosophy on fucking handguns. I like my automatics, Glock. I like my revolvers, Ruger. Simple. Give me a Ruger revolver or a fucking Glock automatic, and I'm fine. Yeah, I don't care if the bread is better. See, I'm a simple man. Glock is a simple weapon. Do you watch rugby? No, I don't. Sorry, but what's a better gun, a skateboard or a skateboard? Definitely the Glock. Chuck Basher wants to see the wasp spray. It's right here. Still got it. Shake it up. This is the best thing for anti-BLM. You want to come climb on my truck? Put your face in my window? If I put my window down and shoot that in your eyes, you're probably blind for life. KCI Sniper just said they're blind forever. I would think so. I mean, this stuff is so destructive.
Upcoming violation 14-hour workday limit, 11-hour driving limit.
Drink some. Huff it. Oh, God. Why can't we get the Redcon athletes start huffing wasp spray? Start a rumor that wasp and hornet spray is anabolic and get the Redcon athletes huffing it. Jay, would you rather be strong and die young or be frail and live to 100? Dude, I'm not strong anymore. So it's a trick question. There's no correct answer. I don't plan on being frail, but I'm not strong anymore. But I'm going to keep battling. I'm never going to let myself become frail. So, right. KSI Sniper said you can't get drunk when you're dead. Right. If I gave you $1,000, could you name 3 people that like you, not counting your mom? Yeah. The conservative Cuban, Prince Andrew, well, I might only have 2. I only got 2. Can I get 500? Lenny, yeah. Dude, if you had to trade lives with one of the other misfits, who would it be? Probably Emma. And then I would just get an OnlyFans page, and I would completely whore myself out, and I wouldn't even let them. I would find submissive men, and I wouldn't even let them near my pussy. Like I would find losers that would give me money to just suck my toes or put my socks in their mouth while they jack off, or or find some fucking masochists that want me to squash their nuts. Or maybe the Taco Queen. If I could be the Taco Queen, I could fuck Brad in the ass with a strap on. That would be nice. And squash his nuts. And make him suck my toes. And put my dirty socks in his mouth. Plus, Brad likes to drink. Brad likes to fucking eat well. Brad likes to go out to eat. He likes to drink. He's always got weed. So I think I'd like to be the Taco Queen. It that beard, that scratchy feeling when someone tosses your salad. I might get to like that. Uh, if you could go back in time and change one thing in your life, what would it be? Um, I I can't turn the age restriction off. Otherwise, I've already got I forgot to do it one time, and Instagram or YouTube gave me a warning. Um, because this channel is foul. If I could go back in time and change one thing about my life. Uh, oh, dude, simple answer. I would go back in time and every slut that I made fun of, or every whore that I laughed at jokes about, I would be a man and say, guys, this isn't funny. Fuck you guys and your jokes. Why are you guys making fun of these girls? So she sucked your dick and now you're making jokes about her? Or, you know, this girl trusted you, you fucked her, and now you're making jokes about her? I would go back in time and I would be nice to every single fucking slut that I ever made fun of in my life. That's what I would do. Sucks your dick. No, but think about it. It it's so juvenile to make fun of chicks that give out the pussy or suck dick. You know? Go back to junior high, like at least in my junior high, there were a lot of trashy chicks. Uh, go back to junior high or high school when everyone's making fun of someone, because they were a slut. Just think if you would have said one or two kind words, like, hey, don't let what they're saying ruin your day. That's all you'd have to say. And then you got some fucking slut that wants to suck your cock. I mean, come on, man. It, it, would you rather be rich or famous? Um, I'm basically both, so I can't really answer that question. Favorite soccer team? Fucking gay. Did you guys listen to the answer to my last question about going back in time and reliving your life? When I said I would go back in time and be nice to every single slut or every single whore that I made fun of, I fucking mean that. And think about it for a minute, how that would change your fucking life. I'm, oh. If you could spend your life in only place, what would it be? Um, I don't know. Bed? Because if you're telling me one place, like I'd like to say the gym or the bar, but if I'm not allowed to go to bed, fuck that. One place? I'm probably picking bed. Cause imagine being stuck at the gym for your entire fucking life. That would suck. Imagine being stuck at the bar your entire fucking life. That would suck. Bed? Hey, bed doesn't sound so bad. Gracie. Grace, you never answered the question. Um, 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 See, I don't know a lot about feeding tubes. Does that go into your belly? Do you get food into your belly through the feeding tube? So you still do poo-poos in your diaper? I want to know about your diaper. Because Father. Would you quit exercising altogether for $1 million? That's a really tough question because, I mean, if you look at me, I'm so fit. I mean, I'm fit. Yeah. Gracie. No. Oh my God, we got a Derek Chauvin account calling me father. Someone take a screenshot right now. Fuck, I'm trying to find it. Think I got, oh shit. All right, I got one. Yes. Dude, I'm usually not that quick when I see new accounts. I fucking screenshot Derek Chauvin calling me fucking father. Dude. I'm an all-star. Yes. Derek, my son, I taught you well. Derek, you disappointed me. I showed you the proper techniques to give the Negro pain that would not expire the Negro. You defied me, son. Dancing with the Jays. I'm an all-star. Get my game on. I'm so fucking awesome. Father, who's the best dancer among the misfits? Me. And the reason I'm going to say me is because if I said Robzilla, you guys would take this out of context, and then he would get really butthurt and be all pissed at me. So here's the deal with Robzilla. He's very fragile, and father has to handle him with kid gloves. So when you ask me a loaded question like that, I can't give you an honest answer. Because if I would have just blurted out Robzilla would be texting me 45 minutes from now. Fuck you, Jay. I'll meet you anywhere. I'll beat your fucking ass. Fuck you, motherfucker. I thought we were fucking friends. So to avoid all that, I'm going to say I'm the best dancer of the misfits. Does that make sense to anybody? Are you scared of Robzilla? Robzilla could probably pound my ass in a street fight. Am I scared of him? No. Could he pound me in a street fight? Probably. Am I scared of him? No. So, you guys can all go fuck yourselves. I'm 52 years old. If Robzilla can't beat me up, he needs to put a pistol in his mouth. Because he's never going to be anybody. Can't believe I just said that. But I did. Right. Dude, Robzilla's fucking in the prime of his life. The guy is 6'2", 245. I mean, come on, man. If Robzilla can't beat me up, he takes. I'm 52 years old, bro. I got a torn pec, torn rotator cuff, two ruined legs. So if Robbie wants to get all personal, he can go fuck himself. I'll fucking shoot him. I'm done. I'm done playing nice politics. Don't want to hear war stories, Grandpa. Well, I'm telling you, I'm not fighting Robzilla. Could Zilla beat Cassidy Campbell up? I'm not an expert on fighting, but I would say yes. But even though I'm not an expert on fighting, if you guys want to keep asking me questions about fighting, I'd look. I'm going to tell you guys something. I've been a bouncer at bars, and when you're in your 20s and you work for the bar, you're pretty much invincible. If you were a bouncer in your 20s, you are going to win 99.9% of your fights. Okay? Once you leave working for a bar, and once you leave your 20s, those statistics go down really, really, and really fast. So, like, is Robzilla a badass? Fuck yeah. I'm not going to where he works and causing any trouble. He'll beat the fuck out of me. You would have to be stupid to go to where Robzilla works and run your fucking mouth. Okay? That's just the honest God truth. But dude, I'm an old man. I know how this plays out. He's not going to work there forever, and he's not going to be in his 20s forever. Eventually, time catches up to you. So, we love Robzilla. We love the Big Lenny show. So, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm 52 years old. I don't have to be the toughest guy on the planet anymore. I'd rather be friends with people and they protected me. Like I'd rather be friends with Robzilla. Robzilla would say, Jay, we're going to go to the Olympia, and if anyone comes near you, I'm going to drop them. That's what I want out of Robzilla. That is what I want out of Robzilla. I want Robzilla to say, Jay, I want you to go to the Olympia with me and Lenny. And we're going to have security. And I know you got blown out legs and a torn pec and a torn rotator cuff. If anybody fucking comes near you, I'm going to have my fucking security fuck them up. That's what I want out of Robzilla. Fuck. All right. All that glitters is gold. Father. Hide at Olympia. I'd rather just work. Make money. But I'm just saying, an old fuck like me, whose body is basically crumbling underneath me, I need a guy like Robzilla that wants to be my muscle. There's nothing wrong with that. My body is crumbling underneath me. And you know, I don't have a lot of trust in a lot of people. You know? Would I we got a Rob Lynn Bailey account? Jesus Christ. You guys see that drool come out of my mouth? That was awesome.
Upcoming violation, 14-hour workday limit, 11-hour driving limit.
Oh. Father. I think the Olympia is going to be in Orlando, and I'm going to have massive. If I if I'm not working and I show up at the Olympia, dude, I'm probably I haven't been invited yet. Um, but I'd like to be at the Muscle Sport Mag booth, and because my good friend Joe Pietaro from Muscle Sport Mag, he's a retired New York City cop, retired narcotics officer. He dude, I'm such a marked man with people wanting to beat the shit out of me. I think Joe Pietaro is probably the only person I feel safe with. And I can get Rob Zilla and Big Lenny and the Del Rey Misfits in that booth. You know? Listen up, Rob Zilla. You think you can do better? Listen up, Big Lenny. Dude, people want to kill me bad. So I'm thinking about maybe going to the Muscle Sports Mag booth. Uh, I don't know if Joe wants to do a booth with the Delray Misfits, you know, because all the shit about sucking dick and sucking black dick. So maybe you guys are on your own, but that's probably going to be the booth where I'm at because I want to be with a cop because people want to kill me. So, Champagne Supernova. Whatever. I Father, forgive us. I think, Father. Yeah. I'd love Rob Zilla and Big Lenny to join me at the Muscle Sports Mag booth. Um, um, hey, Brad, you're welcome. Your girls welcome. Andrew, I'm 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 gonna do everything I can do to get to the next Olympia because Joe Pietaro is my boy, and dude, there's nobody I'd rather be with than a retired New York City policeman. And if anybody's got a problem with that, go fuck yourself.